Hey, my celestial kings and queens. This is Mystic Storm here to clear a path to a new life with you. So today is a very significant day. It's Wednesday, of course, it's hump day. Yes, let's get it. But it's also when Saturn goes direct. So that is very, very significant in astrology right now. And I wanted to dig in that aspect with you and hope you enjoy. Okay, so first we're going to get into the chart shape. So the chart shape I have here is a bucket. And with a bucket, of course, you have like the bowl, and then you also have a handle that picks up the bucket. So in that shape, we're going to focus on the handle. Now the handle acts as a channel to self and to what we're pouring out into the world. And in that handle, we have Sun and Mercury in Virgo. Now, I know we talked about this in my last astrology week ahead video. Make sure you go check that out. And then, so with the Sun and Mars in Virgo, that's really enhancing the Virgo energy, which is, of course, an earth energy. And we talked about how that's all about material belongings. It's all about wealth, abundance, stability, home and family matters. So once you have the sun in it, that's what's bringing the light into those situations. And Mars, it rules action. Mars rules action, and so we're putting forth action towards the things that matter most to us. And also we're bringing light and enhancing our life purpose and what we want to, how we're going to go about taking that action and taking that step to our life purpose. Now, with Mars and the Sun there in the handle, that's what we're pouring out into the world. So people are going to see, a change and transformation in you. And we've been talking about that in my previous videos. There's a shift that's going on with the collective. So that means with you, with everybody else. So make sure that you're being mindful of these changes and try to be open and adaptable to what's going on with you and with everybody else. So that's good. And with, again, the Sun and Mars, they're in opposition of Neptune, which is in retrograde right now. So that's all about the spiritual, fantasy, unknown aspect. So a lot of the collective, a lot of us, where we're finding our life purpose is in a more spiritual way. Or we might spiritualize our life purpose, whatever it may be. It could be architecture. It could be creative design. It could be music. Anything, being in a medical field, you can spiritualize any of that. So just that's really good. So just really focus on your life purpose and what you're pouring out into the world. Okay? Also in that handle with the Sun and Mars, that's in Virgo, we also have, that's close to that handle, is Venus and Mercury, which are in Libra. I know Venus and Mercury just recently went into Libra, and Libras are all about justice, balancing the scales. So I take this as, especially since Venus is all about love and expression, and Mercury is all about communication. We're going to take our voice and let it be heard within our life purpose. So we're going to take our life purpose, we're going to put action towards it with that Mars energy. We're going to communicate that and spread that to the world, as well as our love and expression. And with that, you're going to see a balance within your life. So that is beautiful, 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 beautiful. So excited to have this outpour of love, this outpour of transformation that's going to happen within all of us. So let me know what's your life purpose, or what do you feel called to do, and what you plan to do with this energy. I'll be excited to know. Next, we're going to talk about elemental balance within the chart. So right now for this week, we have Earth again going strong. It has 5 planets in the Earth. 5 planets that are in the Earth Earth elements. Sorry, he wants some love. Come here. Oh my God, you all tied up. You okay? Just want some love. Say hey to Theo, everybody. Theo. He like, get me out of there. Alright. Alright, again, we're talking about elemental balance. And then, so, of course, we have Earth, fire, air, and water. And we have Earth that has 5 planets in the Earth elements. And that is Uranus, that is in reverse in Taurus. We have, again, the sun and Mars in Virgo. And then we also have Saturn, which is in reverse, and Pluto, which is in, sorry, not reverse, retrograde. Saturn, I'm thinking about tarot. Saturn, which is in reverse, and Pluto, which is in reverse. They're both in the sign of Capricorn. Next, we have fire with 2 planets. We have the moon, which is in Aries, and then we have Jupiter in Sagittarius. We also have air. We have 2 planets. We have Venus and Mercury in Libra. And then for water, we just have one, which is Neptune in retrograde in Pisces. And again, Pisces, Neptune, Pisces is the ruler of Neptune. So it's sitting comfortably right now. So with these 5 planets in the Earth energy, of course, we have more forces, more Earth forces, and more Earth energy that's making play this week and for a while. So I want to bring focus to Uranus, which is in retrograde in Taurus. This is definitely a tension between between the planet and the sign, because Taurus can be very fixed and stubborn. It's a stubborn sign. And sorry, let's see. Mute that right there. Taurus is a very fixed and stubborn sign, and it doesn't take light to Uranus's eccentric and chaotic way of handling situations. But I want to say, be open to that Uranus energy in Taurus, because it's going to be sitting there for a while. Uranus will be in retrograde until January 10th, 2020. And then it will stay in Taurus until April 2026. So this tension is definitely clearing up some blockages, because with Taurus being so fixed and stubborn, and if you're open to Uranus's eccentric way of handling situations, it could be an eccentric way to think about finances, to think about stability in home. Think about it in that aspect. I will really say finances will be the big thing with this energy. So if you're more open to more innovative ways to get more money, go ahead and do it, and be open to that, because Uranus is going to be there until 2026. But I really think it's very necessary for this to happen, because after it's all said and done, it's probably going to clear up a lot of blockages that most of us have with our finances. And with earth energy, again, it's the slowest moving element that we have. Think about trees. Or any type of plant, it takes a while for it to grow and blossom, and to have those roots that are really dug into the earth and very stable and firm. So think about that aspect. It's going to take a while to build up what we want to manifest, but the time is now. The time is now. In order to see that change in around 2026, 7 years from now, 7 years from now, it's going to jump off, and it's going to be prosperous for you. So keep that in mind. Now, with Saturn and one of its rulers, which is Capricorn, it's striving, and it's calling us to execute what we really want to bring into our lives, with very, very disciplined energy. So Saturn has been direct this year since April 29th, 2019. And since Saturn rules limits, boundaries, discipline, responsibility, authority, we should take this time to reflect on what structures that we have within ourselves, structures or foundations that we have in place within ourselves, and find our weak points and work on those weak points and see what we need to make patches on in order to continue for fulfilling what we want to execute. So with Saturn going direct today, Wednesday, September 19th, boom. September 18th is today. I want it to be 19th because tomorrow will be Friday Eve for me. So I'm just waiting for the weekend, honestly. But it's okay. So with Saturn going direct today, Wednesday, September 18th, 2019, we can start making plans to fixing the holes in our foundation and in our structure to continue to execute our life purpose. We're also dealing with a transformation within our society on a subconscious level because of Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. And again, we see this in social media. There's a big uproar on, just spirituality, manifestation, law of attraction, witchy vibes, like all that stuff, and some people, they're getting on this wave. Some of us, we've been on this wave for, a few years now, but, I'm glad that we're all taking a stand and making our voices heard so that everybody else can be awakened as well. So that's really beautiful that society is just being more open to receiving love and receiving abundance, and just being more, just open to light and open to just a more positive way of thinking. And side note, more healing. And we all slip into dark places, and we should not ignore our feelings. We should not ignore the negative energy that's going on. We shouldn't, just try to block it and shut it down, because that creates blockages within yourself, within your chakra points. So to go within, feel those feelings. Know that your feelings don't define who you are. They do not define who you are, but you feel what you have to feel and come back to the present moment. That sounds very simple, but sometimes it can be the hardest thing. We get tripped up in our minds, and you go down a spiral, and then all of a sudden you're like, how did I just start thinking about like this person that I haven't seen in years? So it's okay. Just anytime you fall into a spiral, come back to the present moment. Know that you are whole and complete, and just keep pushing. Don't give up. Don't give up. So, with this earth energy, if we use it wisely and really set our intentions on trying to execute and trying to fulfill our dreams and our life purpose and what we want to manifest in our lives, then we can definitely see prosperity, abundance, partnerships, more stability in our lives. So use it wisely, my friends. Next up, we're going to talk about the polarities in the chart. So you think about if the signs if the planets are in signs that are more positive or more negative. And right now we have all of our signs in a more negative signs. We have them in Taurus, we have them in Virgo, Scorpio. What else? We have Capricorn and Pisces. These are all negative signs, which really just means more receptive signs. Positive are more light, or more upfront in your face. Think about positive like the sun, and negative like the moon. And just the negative all just means just receptive, going within yourself and figuring out what you want to do, what you need to heal in order to find your truth and to go forward. So I know Virgos usually are signified as the hermit in tarot, which is just being receptive, going within. So this is definitely the week to really dive deep within and go into your feelings and know that it's okay. However, whatever dark feelings you have, whatever light feelings you have, know that you have, that speck of light in you to continue. All right, let's get into the aspects. So Sunday. So with the sun opposition of Neptune, which is in retrograde, this is calling us to explore our imagination and to really trust our intuition in order to manifest, in order to create. So that's really good. We also have the Sun trine Saturn on today, Wednesday, especially since Saturn is now direct. This is for us. This is for us to prepare for the structure that we're about to rebuild. So emotionally, we need to just get our thoughts, get our minds together and prepare. So today will be a really great day, or throughout the rest of the week will be a really good time to sit down and plan your next few months. So also today we have Mercury square Saturn, which we might find some difficulties communicating the boundaries we are trying to set. That's why we need to take a step back and reflect and be emotionally prepare for the structures we're trying to set emotionally before we're going to start communicating those. And if you feel stuck or you can't really express the structures that you're trying to do today, don't get frustrated. Just make sure you meditate, go within again, and once you do that, you will see that the structure that you're trying to set, you'll be able to communicate that later on. But if you're having trouble with that, it's okay. Just stay calm. It will be okay. And next we have Venus square Saturn. and that's going to happen on Saturday. And we might find some trouble with setting our boundaries in partnerships. And again, if we're having a hard time to communicate those structures and those limits, those boundaries that we're trying to set, it could cause conflict within our partnerships. It can be love partnerships, it can be friend partnerships, or even work partnerships. So again, just really go within, meditate, stay cool, calm, and collective, and everything will work out in your favor. So I must say, with Saturn going direct, it's definitely off the gate, off the gate, saying, hey, we about to get this popping. You about to set up this structure, and I'm going to create this tension to force you to get your act together. So it's really good for us. It's good for us. I feel like Saturn is, in a sense, like the father, the authoritative. I kind of see the emperor. Just telling us to get our act together, have this foundation. So with all that, I would say our main focus should be throat chakra healing. Especially with Mercury square Saturn, it might be hard for us to communicate. So what I got here, I got my blue candle for the throat chakra that I'm going to work with this week, and I'm about to get it popping. Because I would say when I focus on a lot of chakras, but I seem to always skip over the throat. I don't know why, but lately I've noticed that, and I've been working on that, and I can definitely tell a difference. So if you would start working on your throat chakra, things will start clearing up for you. So yeah. And with this stress that we may feel, we're probably going to feel stressed during this time. There's a lot of, again, transformation, a lot of rebuilding of structures, rebuilding of boundaries. With all this stress, we're probably still going to have that escapist fantasy energy, especially with Jupiter square Neptune in retrograde, given to that escapist fantasy energy. So if you want to Netflix and chill, or binge watch Netflix, not necessarily Netflix and chill, or zone out to a few YouTube videos, watch some music, listen to music, whatever floats your boat, definitely do that. But have a limitation. Don't binge watch a whole series in one night. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Have some discipline. Build a structure. So, you really want to watch your favorite TV show. Just watch an episode. Save it for tomorrow. It'll be there. It'll be there. You don't have to watch it all in one. Then you're going to be scrambling like, what else could I watch? Or, dang, I should have did some work. I should have, while I'm over here doing that, I could have been better at myself. So make sure, again, we can indulge, just all in moderation. Moderation is key. So overall, this week is a very pivotal moment for us in order for our transformation to really blossom. So this is really good. It's going to be a stressful time, but know that this is definitely necessary for us to tap into this energy and really set our intentions if we work with this energy, if we, it can get the best of us if we're not aware and we don't use it in our best interest. But if you go ahead and set your intentions now, try to build that structure and try to go within, reflect, go within, gain insight, trust your intuition on your next moves to create your life purpose or to bring your dreams into reality, to materialize everything that you see in your mind's eye. It's going to work out in your favor, but it starts now. It's going to take some time. Again, we might not see like the full abundance that we're wanting to see, or this big dream. It's going to take a while. Nothing comes easy. We have to put in some work, and but you have to let it accumulate. Let it accumulate, and years from now, you're gonna look back like, man, I'm glad I started. I'm glad I started on September 18th when Saturn went direct. Or probably before that. Some of us been thinking about it before. But I'm just saying, like, if you start now, if you have not started to work your energy, work your magic, and trying to manifest your dreams, start now. This is a great time. It's a great time. And though it's stressful, though it's hard, definitely know that it's necessary. And once you build this structure, nothing's going to tear you down. Nothing. So I am so thankful for this week. I'm definitely feeling the heat a little bit, but Mystic, we got it. We got it over here. We're gonna get it popping. We're gonna meditate. We're gonna light all the sage, all the Palo Santo. I got my candles ready. I got some other candles working. We're gonna get it right. Okay. And before we close out, I want to give you some crystals to use. Some crystals to use during this week. One we used in the last pick a card reading. I have red jasper. This is for motivation. This is to light a fire underneath you, get everything moving. I really use this for my Mondays, or when I know that I have deadlines are due. I have things that I really have to do, but I don't really feel motivated. This red jasper really helps me get motivated to really execute what I need to do. That's good. I also have tiger's eye for focus. Again, focusing in that energy to execute again. This is a really good one if I'm trying to focus on a project, if I'm trying to focus on just any task, just to give me that laser focus to know that, I can get this done. So, yeah, jasper and tiger's eye go hand in hand for me. I feel like red jasper is like, it feels like a good pick me up, whereas tiger's eye for me is just like, let's get it done. Also, with this week, with it being a stressful time, rose quartz. Be kind to yourself. Be loving to yourself. Know that in this time, that even though it's stressful, like this is a very good time to do some self-love, take a spiritual bath, do anything that makes you happy, because again, we can't take life so seriously. I know sometimes I get tied into that, but just be lighthearted. So rose quartz, implement this for your week. I also have amethyst. Now, this is my birthstone, so I always keep this with me. But this is very, it's a calming stone. So if you're feeling very stressed, this will definitely help. This also is for insight. So when you're going within and you're trying to figure out what's your next move for your life purpose, definitely incorporate amethyst in your practice. Look, I'm already like, yes, amethyst. Yes. Incorporate it, because it will definitely calm your spirits. It will definitely give you the to tap into your intuition and your third eye to manifest. Yes, amethyst. I also have hematite. Now, this is definitely going to clear out any negative energy that you might have in this stressful time. It clears any blockages. It's a detoxifier. So if you have any addictions that you can go ahead and incorporate hematite. And also, what's really good for addictions too is amethyst. So amethyst is the go-to all the way around. So definitely incorporate these crystals. Again, we have red jasper, which is really good, again, for stabilizing, grounding, to have motivation, and to nurture yourself as well. We have tiger's eye. That is for that laser focus, that clarity, that purification, that focus energy that's going to help you execute what you need. Rose quartz for all types of love, compassion, to have self-esteem. Use this for your spiritual baths. This is very, just to be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. So that's what I have for you for this week. When Saturn goes direct, we got this, y'all. It's going to be a good, necessary week. Just be mindful, as always, and everything will work in your favor. So, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Mystic Storm with you. We clearing paths to a new life, y'all. I hope you all have a great week, and I hope to see you in the next one.